regardless of where you are today, one thing is clear. One thing is clear for all of us, that we must prepare for a cookieless future. Marketers can use this time to explore emerging technologies. There are multiple tech solutions. I mean, we're talking to people every day, and they're trying to roll out solutions to combat the death of the cookie. Hey everybody, it's Chuck Fetterly, and you're listening to Media in the Moment. Today's episode is a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a solo cast, so no interview, but we are going to be discussing one of the biggest headlines in digital marketing recently, and that is Google's announcement to delay, for the third time, the deprecation of third-party cookies from its Chrome browser. Now, what are these third-party cookies that we keep hearing about? So really quickly, these are just those small pieces of data that are stored on your web browser by websites. The cookies are used primarily for tracking and targeting purposes. So what happens is cookies gather information about your browsing habits, your interests, because you visit all these different websites. Cookies then enable us in the ad world to personalize advertising experiences, right? So we can serve you more relevant ads based on your behavior. This is all done with cookie-based technology. Now, much of the online ad industry has been based on using third-party cookies. This has been around for a while. And it was back in January 2020 that Google first announced its intention to block third-party cookies in the Chrome web browser. They weren't alone. Safari, Firefox, and some others have followed suit and already begun the process and or finished it. But Google's decision, to do this really reflects the growing emphasis on privacy and data protection, right? This has been a big thing over the last few years. And marketers, as we all know, must prioritize compliance with evolving global regulations while also earning consumer trust, right? By adopting more transparent data practices and respecting user privacy preferences. So while Google works within the industry and regulators and developers to reconcile feedback on what they've already proposed, marketers will have additional time to adjust their strategies. So, regardless of where you are today, one thing is clear. One thing is clear for all of us, that we must prepare for a cookieless future. It's going to happen. So what's next for digital advertising in the post-cookie world? While the delay presents some challenges, it's also an opportunity for innovation and creativity, right? Marketers can use this time to explore emerging technologies. There are multiple tech solutions. I mean, we're talking to people every day, and they're trying to roll out solutions to combat the death of the cookie. So, for example, some major organizations, they will remain nameless, have invested considerable time, money, and resources in new technology and leveraging their own first-party data collected through non-cookie means. I'll just say this, retail media networks, right? Those are a good example of this strategy. Another solution focuses on tracking and reporting a lot of the same behaviors that cookies have traditionally tracked, but they use contextual signals to do so. Yet another solution works like cookies, but allows for full collection, consent, and verification. So if a site asked your permission to show you ads in exchange for viewing free content online, would you say yes? Everyone's betting that there's going to be enough of you that will do so. One of our media partners is now touting advancements in machine learning and AI, right? AI, of course, which will enable advertisers to develop more sophisticated targeting algorithms that predict user behavior and preferences based on available data. This allows advertisers to deliver the hyper-targeted and hyper-personalized ads to the right audience, even without third-party cookies. So that's pretty cool. The other thing that marketers can do is to start gathering more first-party data. Now, the impending deadline underscores the importance of this. You have to begin doing this. We've been talking about this for the last several years with our clients. We can't stress it enough. You need to seek and improve first-party data collection and improve your organic presence and invest in top funnel media. By leveraging first-party data, you can build those direct relationships with your audience and customers and deliver more personalized and relevant advertising messages, while respecting the privacy rights. But how do you collect that first-party data? Well, the very simple solution is getting a CRM, right? Customer Relationship Management tool. You can gather and oversee firsthand data directly from your clients or customers using a CRM, and this is really the best solution, I think. It includes details like their buying patterns, their preferences, and their demographic insights. You can then define very comprehensive customer profiles and unlock other valuable insights into their behavior and preferences. So this, in turn, empowers you to implement highly personalized targeting messaging with your ads. Another way to work in a cookieless world will be to use more contextual advertising. Now, contextual targeting has been around forever. Since the beginning. It's based on running ads on a particular web page or site rather than targeting a particular individual. And it still offers a very privacy-friendly alternative for reaching relevant audiences. I would even argue that in a lot of cases, contextual targeting outperformed behavioral targeting. So the fact that we're not going to be able to do behavioral targeting after cookies go away, not such a terrible thing. Today, contextual targeting remains, I think, a highly effective strategy. Your ads align with content that consumers are already interested in, and we believe you'd be capturing their attention when they are most receptive. So this leads to higher engagement and higher conversion rates. So in conclusion, look, marketers should take a proactive approach to adapt their digital targeting strategies in the near future. You need to stay informed about what's happening in the industry. Please reach out to us if you'd like to talk more about this. You're going to need to invest in some training and upskilling, right, to navigate the evolving landscape. That's been going on for quite some time. But, by using contextual targeting, building your first-party data, learning about other identity resolution, that's going to play key and crucial roles in reshaping your future of digital marketing. I hope you've enjoyed this short little episode on a hot news item that's happened recently. I'm your host, Chuck Fetterly, and I hope you join me again for another episode of Media in the Moment. Take care.